Hi guys, welcome to Adam McKola TV. I'm Adam, this is the Premier League preview. Manchester United vs West Bromwich Albion at the Hawthorns on Sunday. Looking forward to the game. 10 Premier League games left to go now, and every single one is crucial for Manchester United as we look to push ourselves back into that top four. It's been looking very, very unlikely in the past couple of weeks, but results have gone our way and we've picked up a few victories as well, which means we've closed the gap on the people above us. We're level on points with City, although they have a game in hand, 4 or 5 points behind Arsenal as well, who were 10 points clear of us at one point, and now we're right up their arses. They've got some difficult away games coming up with the remaining fixtures as well, so I'm still hopeful that we can catch those guys. But Manchester United need to be looking up and trying to get into that top four and get crucial Champions League football. It's so frustrating though, because some of the games earlier on in the season where we haven't been able to get 3 points, where if we would have been further up the table and within a shout of the title, regardless of how badly we've been playing, just if we turned a few of those draws into 3 points. But we didn't. We only have ourselves to blame, and now we have to look forward. So coming into this on the back of 4 wins, the victory against Watford, it was a scrappy one. We didn't deserve it. Watford were probably the better team, and if we bumped into an Igalo who was, a few months ago banging in the goals, he could have had 2 or 3 himself, but he didn't. We kept a clean sheet, and Juan Mata popped up with a captain's goal to grab the 3 points. And as I was saying just a minute ago, if we could have done that a few more times earlier on in the season, then we would have been right up there in with a shout. We haven't been able to do that enough this season when playing badly, and more often than not when it's been 0-0 at half time, we've struggled. You're thinking of games against Southampton, Newcastle, West Ham, Norwich. Just think of those 12 points there that we've managed to either drop points in or, even worse, lose against the likes of Southampton and Norwich at home. Just hasn't been good enough, and it makes me frustrated as hell. Team are playing well at the moment though. Despite the bad performance against Watford, it was a good result. It kept our run going, and we can look to this game against West Bromwich Albion with confidence. Obviously West Bromwich Albion, a Tony Pulis side who will be well prepared, well organised, and defensively sound as well. Well, they'll try to be, but I do think we can get at them. Louis van Gaal has confirmed that Valencia, Fellaini and Ashley Young could be coming back into the squad, although I wouldn't rush them back in just yet. I don't think they really deserve to be starting straight away. Anyway, the only one I'd chuck straight back in is Chris Smalling if he is available. West Brom have Chris Brunt and Johnny Evans out for them, so Johnny Evans won't play against us for his new club, but they will have Darren Fletcher in their midfield, the football genius, so we'll have to keep an eye out for him. He scored a few goals recently as well. Can remember a cracker he scored in the FA Cup. Rondon and Berahino will be a handful to deal with. Rondon's very strong, got an eye for a goal, can hold the ball up and allow the likes of Fletcher, Berahino and Craig Gardner to come into the game. Sessegnon can be a handful when he's up for it as well. So they will have their own threats, but I really do think we can get at them. They'll miss Johnny Evans, they'll miss Chris Brunt as well, and I think if we play with the same tempo and urgency to get the ball back as we have done against Arsenal, against Shrewsbury, against Midtjylland. I know it's against lesser teams apart from Arsenal obviously, but if we can play with that same determination, then we will force these guys into making mistakes, and we can go there, get a few goals and get a vital 3 points as well. I'm looking forward to watching the Premier League games on Saturday as the results come through. Hopefully a few of them go our way and we can close that gap even more on Manchester City, Arsenal, Tottenham, Leicester, whoever. If I had to predict the game, I'd have to say, actually I'll give you my team first. My predicted 11 is David De Gea in goal, Varela, Smalling if he's back, and Blind and Rojo. Then I go with Schneiderlin and Herrera, Memphis, Mata, Rashford and Martial. Thought Rashford played well when he pulled out wide, so I'd like to see him and Martial maybe alternate between the main striker position and the wide position, swap around a little bit, create some havoc for their fullback and centre half. But that's the team I think Louis van Gaal will play. I think if Smalling's ready, he will play him. I'd love to see Fosu meant to start every single game. I think he's almost ready. He's got great potential. We need to get him in the 11 and coming off the bench as often as we can. Give him minutes because he can develop that great potential. Varela deserves to keep his spot, unless of course Louis van Gaal thinks Darmian should come in. There may be Rojo, who's been in and out of the team with injury. He played a lot of minutes. He looked like he was blowing out his arse the other day. We could potentially put Darmian at left back and keep Varea at right back and save Marcus Rojo from pulling up with another injury. Some interesting choices for Louis van Gaal to make, but those guys that are returning from injury, apart from Smalling, I wouldn't chuck straight back in yet. My score prediction is, I think we'll concede, but I'm going for a 2-1 to Manchester United. I really hope I'm right. Guys, get your comments in below. Let us know what you think. Make sure you subscribe to McKola TV. I'll see you later.